Hello and welcome to the Conversation Cafe. My name's Beth Turner and I am a communication coach for young people, and this is where I come to share top tips and techniques with young people just like you so that you can feel really confident communicating in a whole host of everyday situations. Now, today's video is all about something that I call lazy lips. And when you want to be a great communicator, these are something that you should try and avoid at all costs. So let me explain what lazy lips are. Think back to the reason that you want to communicate in the first place. It's because there is something that you want to be heard and understood. And therefore, your job when you speak out loud is really simply to help the person that you're speaking to hear you and understand what it is that you want to say. So if you are ever in a situation where you don't feel like you are listened to, you don't feel like people want to hear what you've got to say, or you don't feel that they're interested in what you're saying, then you might be suffering from the condition that I call lazy lips. And this is something that really simply happens when you don't use your lips to form your words properly. And when you have lazy lips, it requires you to mumble. And mumbling is so hard to make your message heard and understood when you mumble. So this is what lazy lips do. They don't move much when you're talking. You look quite miserable because lazy lips don't require your mouth to smile. It's really quite hard to hear what you're saying or even understand it. So those were lazy lips. And what I was actually saying to you was when lazy lips are in use, you're not using them to sound out your words. Therefore, you look quite miserable because lazy lips don't smile. And we all know the power of a smile as you speak. But also, it's quite hard to understand the words that are being said because when you communicate, you already know what you want to say. But the person listening to you doesn't. So they are going to do two things. They're going to use their ears to listen to your words, but they're also going to use their eyes to watch your lips form the words. And if you don't form the words properly, then they are not getting that extra support and you are not helping them understand you. Now, if you have developed lazy lips, then I need you to not feel like it's a bad thing. You're not alone. Lots and lots and lots of young people, particularly teenagers, at some point develop lazy lips, but there is a cure. All I want you to do to cure lazy lipitis is to think about your lips as if they were muscles. And if you want a muscle to grow strong and be effective, you exercise it every day. If you don't exercise your lips by using them to sound out the words that you're speaking in every conversation, then the risk is that your communication will become weak and uninspiring, just like an unused muscle. So therefore, in every conversation that you have, remember, your job is to help the person you're speaking to understand what it is that you're saying. So help them by using your lips to form your words properly. Now, as I'm speaking about lazy lips, maybe you're already thinking, oh, that sounds like me. Or you can think of somebody that you know that already has lazy lips. And you are aware of how hard it is to understand what they're saying and actually how you lose interest quite quickly. Because when somebody has lazy lips, it means they're not easy to hear. What they're saying is not easily understood. And actually, you're making the person you're speaking to work hard to have a conversation with you, and people will get bored. And what that means is, it means your explanations aren't going to be heard. Your ideas aren't going to be shared. Your opinions aren't going to be taken into consideration. And it also means, those discussions about your feelings, they're not going to happen. And those requests for help are not going to be recognized because the person you're speaking to can't work out what it is that you're saying, and they will get bored and move on. And actually, the world needs to know what you think, feel, want to do, and the help that you need. So therefore, adopting lips that support your communication rather than lazy lips is something that I would encourage you to do. Easiest way to know if you've got lazy lips is to watch yourself speak. Talk to yourself in a mirror or record yourself speaking on your phone and have a look. If you are mumbling, it's because you've got lazy lips. And also remember, I've talked about it in a different video, the power of a smile. Lazy lips don't smile. So you're automatically choosing not to say to the person that you're communicating with that you're approachable, that you're friendly, that you are likely to get into conversation if they introduce themselves to you, that you're happy. You're missing the opportunity to convey all of those things just because your lips have got into the habit of being a bit lazy. So practice, 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 and make sure that as you sound out and use your lips to shape your words, something incredible will start to happen with the way in which people respond to you and how much you enjoy communicating. So that's all I need to tell you today about lazy lips. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, let somebody else know that it exists. If you haven't, tell me why in the comments below, and I will do what I can to help you. Thank you for visiting the Conversation Cafe today, and I look forward to seeing you back here soon.